Hey all, Big Al back again. Just back to do another test. What I've done this time is I've installed the Orbx Melbourne update. So we're just going to take a quick spin around the CBD again to see whether the FPS has changed anything. At the minute I'm sitting here on the runway at Essendon. I can see it's 52 frames per second. So it may have just affected a little bit, but I'm not even in the CBD yet. But we'll just take a flight, and we have ATC, live ATC in the background. Real live traffic in the air, so it should be a nice flight. So let's just take off here from Essendon. So I think we'll take our left out here out of Essendon. Let's take a left turn and go back out.
The other traffic is out to your left hand side, 2 miles, tracking north, 2,500. And Charlie Tango, additional verified traffic, 4 miles, 12 o'clock, tracking opposite direction, 2,300.
There's a bit of rudder in here just to get her turned around. Got a busy Melbourne International there.
And straight in for the approach. If I'm making the thanks, clear the RMP runway 3. Charlie Tango, another VFR aircraft, 2 miles, 12 o'clock, tracking southwest, 1,200.
So let's try and head towards the CBD. Frames have dropped a good bit, down to 44. So I know that we were getting 60 the last time. Not sure whether it's the spawning in of all the real traffic.
Visual right turn direct to bar 1 head, climb to 3,000.
Make visual right turn, climb 3,000, back to bar 1 head, hold monitor.
We'll just head down here towards the Westgate Bridge, down onto the docks. And I think we'll take a left up the Yarra through the CBD. It's definitely a drop in frames per second. The only thing I have installed is the Melbourne update by Orbx. Definitely lost about 10 frames per second with that. We're not even near the city yet. Still on the settings, ultra settings of the last test flight. Can't see any flights coming in here at the minute. Definitely losing frames per second, but not. We're averaging out at like 40. Sim is still smooth. Silky smooth, no problem at all.
Hangar 141 request clearance taxi.
Philadelphia Juliet ground taxi, Honey Point Tango, runway 17. Fetal onset environment rapid, Swampy flight plan route, visual departure, climb 3000.
Taxi to Honey Point Tango, runway 17, cleared, Launceston by Esdan, Melbourne, plan, route, visual departure, climb 3000, Juliet, Alpha Juliet.
Juliet, thanks. Just sorry to confirm the route for around Swampy.
Hi, so Melbourne, Swampy, plan, route, Juliet, Alpha Juliet.
Okay.
So we're looking at the west gate there. So what you hear in the background isn't VAT sim, it's actual real ATC from Melbourne Tower.
And confirm you had information hotel.
So we're coming down over the docks. Science works here. 20 frames per second have gone back up again. I'm not sure whether it's Essendon Airport is the problem. As you can see, we're getting no stutters, no stammers, nothing at all. Just
1773 is 717 just located in the open behind you. Clear that aircraft and pushback is approved.
Request taxi and clearance.
Hello, 31 ground taxi, Honey Point Tango, runway 17, speed freeway overpass, not above 1,500.
17 freeway overpass at above 1,500, Holly 31.
what we'll do is we'll go down to the mouth of the port here and then we'll head up the Yarra.
1, departure frequency 129, a day small 4.
Loving the views, loving the sim. Loving the graphics in it. Take a left up here and go head up the Yarra.
Delivery velocity 333, ADC reback.
Velocity 333, Melbourne delivery information, whiskey, expect runway 16.
Velocity 333, non-3 departure, 1373, by Echo
C333.
Got Spirit Tasmania over there. Docked. Head up the mouth.
The Sutton 36 ground taxi
The port to the up the Yarra.
Rex 3682, taxi Alpha, and hold short of Tango. Alpha, hold short of Tango, Rex 3682, and we'll just box on. Rex 3682, you can expect that.
Digit 1541, second.
So we're seeing a lot more ships and everything in here with the Orbx update.
Uniform 1 6 NRT
you very much for your help.
Sure.
Got power lines that we need to be careful of. Just above them. Heading over the Westgate Bridge. We've got a yacht down there.
I'll call you as soon as I get it.
I think the Orbx
3731 Melbourne, delivery gate information, whiskey, expect runway 16.
has improved the buildings a bit.
Melbourne 6 departure.
It's looking a bit better.
To 5,000.
Got a lot more ships down here in the port.
224, departure frequency 129 a decimal 4.
Frames have dropped, they're down in the 30s. So the Orbx update has actually affected frames per second. Still smooth flying though.
Just 736, okay, just let me know when you moved on to the main. Okay.
You can see we got a lot better looking buildings. A lot more yachts. We head up here towards the Hollywood side, which is actually there now. Head up around Crown Casino. You can see we've got the land and helicopter pads there now on the Yara. Head up towards Flinders Street Station. Got a train running into it. All these things are being added in with the Orbx update. Up over the tennis. Again, where the Australian Open is held. Now got the tennis courts in there. Okay, so I have a lot more detail here in the tennis court. Also a lot more detail in MCG. In the 40s in the FPS, not too bad, still smooth.
Speed restrictions, climb 7,000. Speed restrictions, climb 7,000. Yes, 1541.
Hover here and see. You can see we got a lot more. A bit of a stutter and a stammer there, but not much. In the mid 40s. So yeah, the Orbx update does have a frames per second hit alright. So this is the new tower that's just been built with the Sky Bridge. I think it's the first sky. It could be a second Sky Bridge in the Southern Hemisphere, the first one. I don't want to crash into it if I can. That's the new Sky Bridge.
Ticket 1541, climb flight level 240. Flight level 240, Q741. 60 degrees 19 and up.
So we're getting dropping frames per second are okay. Okay, I need to improve my helicopter flying. I'm trying to hover here for a second. Nope. So, hovering over the city here. Frames per second. Yeah. Looks like we're losing 10 frames per second. Still have a smooth sim. No stutters or anything. Sure, if we have any buildings that we can land on here. And see, can we land?
No worries, you're going to be requesting time again?
Let's try and see can we land on the top of this building here, but not quite sure whether we can or not.
Climb via sit to 5,000. Squawk 3745. Departure frequency 12.
Coming in hot. Oop. No. We can't. So we can't land on that building. That's okay. We go through it. But yeah, that's a test with the new Orbx Melbourne update. Has a hit on FPS. But I think you'll agree what it adds in, it's worth the frames per second hit.
Continue approach.
If you look out here down St Kilda Road,
And remain frequency, you let me know when you are ready.
and just fly down over Shrine of Remembrance. Down to Albert Park. This is where they run the Formula 1 every year, around Albert Park. This is the track around the lake.
Just a 7 for pushback and taxi, contact ground 121 decimal 7.
Pit lane here. You can see pit lane is always there all year round.
We're just holding, by the way, probably about another 10 minutes.
Just down to St Kilda Beach. Out over the marina, St Kilda Marina. You've got Luna Park here with the roller coaster.
Total my Tango, cleared MCG Essendon, not above 1,500.
Cleared MCG Essendon, not above 1,500. Hotel Mike Tango.
Yeah. That's not good. That is not good at all. That is not good. Okay, that was not what we intended to do. You can see my helicopter skills are still not the best. I'm still learning. But yeah, you get a nice view of the city here. Luna Park underneath us. It's funny, frames per second have gone back up again. Up in the 50s again.
Oscar 53, line up runway 16.
Yeah, I think that's long enough of a test. We'll head back out to Essendon again. But yeah, the Orbx Melbourne update does affect the FPS. So you're dropping about 10 frames per second, if not more. But it varies widely. It's going from high 50s down to low 40s. So it's not a constant 60 like it was. So we'll head out over the tennis and sports MCG, head out towards Essendon and land. Yeah, pretty good test, apart from crashing in the middle of it. Guess the next test I need to do is install the Essendon airport update and see what does that do. How much of a frames per second FPS hit we're getting with that.
Oscar 687, good day, Echo 5, pushback approved. F3771, taxi Alpha and hold short of Golf. Taxi Alpha, hold short of Golf, correct, 3771.
Got a busy Tullamarine off to the left. A lot of flights coming in and out. Qantas, Jetstar. I still think though, even with the hit in FPS, I still think it's worth installing these updates. What I could do at some stages, I've got the Sydney one as well, so I could take off from Sydney airport and fly around Sydney and see before and after the Orbx update whether that affects the FPS there. Well, you can see, same as smooth, even with the dropped FPS.
Copy, go ahead. Behind red 737, taxi Alpha, Tango, Victor, hold short runway 27 to be following the heavy from Charlie. 737, taxi Alpha, Tango, Victor, hold short runway 27, Rex 3771.
I must say also that I have the default aircraft. I don't have AIG or any other aircraft package installed.
666 firm behind the airline company taxi to the bay. On 454, there's a company aircraft inbound to the Asian departure of Charlotte 4, give over that aircraft, and pushback is free. Just that 567 Melbourne, take it. 9, hold on a minute. Cross 879, ground, taxi Alpha Tango, hold short of the car. I think there was two in together there. Velocity at 55, hold on the bay. Quarter 624, follow the SARB on Victor, taxi Echo Victor, hold short, runway 27, expect Charlie. On Victor, cross runway 27, taxi to hold point Charlie, runway 16.
On Victor, cross runway 27, taxi hold point Charlie, runway 16, correct 37.
Quarter 624 on Victor, cross runway 27, taxi holding point Charlie, runway 16. Killing 57, taxi Quebec Echo, hold short of Alpha. Killing 89, just hold on the bay, thanks.
I'll try to get it landed here.
Cross 879, taxi via Tango and Quebec to the bay.
Tango, Quebec.
Line up for my 16.
Okay, again, my landing is not the best. Yeah, that's not going to be good. I need to practice my landings and takeoffs in helicopter. I think we're gonna put it down here as good as we can. It's not going to be a smooth landing, but it's going to be a landing on the same. Yep. Oh, that's not good. That's not a good landing at all. But we're down. Right in the middle of taxiway probably, which is not the best thing to do. Should actually be over there, but anyway, I'm not going to start putting it over there. Yeah, so that's proven that the Orbx Melbourne update is affecting the FPS. So the next thing to do after this is update the Essendon airport and see. Let's have just a quick flight around Essendon airport, just to see what it'll be like after it. So right now we're in the 40s. This is the standard Essendon airport from Microsoft. Nothing fancy. Let's take a quick flight around it. See before and after.
150 and clear to drop and descend to 6,000, tracking southbound.
150 clear to drop and descend to 6,000, tracking southbound.
Does spread over a good bit. Okay, that was stutter, whatever that was. Normally this is where the air ambulance and fire and police, air ambulance and police, sorry, are normally based over here.
It has 463 for pushback and taxi. Contact ground 121 day small 7. 17 as you had 460, good day.
Let's trim it off a bit here. Well, not too much. Okay, so we're getting in the 40s FPS. Let's do it pretty smooth. What I'll do is I'll install the Essendon pack and see what does that do with the FPS. So let's just land this over. We can actually just land it here, I think. We'll do, it's probably the easiest. Finish up this test.
Turn right, heading 220. Right, heading 220,
Okay. That'll do. Okay, so we'll end this test for now. We'll do another test when I update Essendon Airport to see what FPS hits with that. Okay, so for now, Big Al out. Catch you later.